Guys, this could be amazing. So let me break it down for you. We have low elo legends, all right? We've got some real low elo players here. In the blue, we have 390 elo playing as the Italians. And in the red, we have 470 elo playing as the Portuguese. Now, forgive me, I might have flip-flopped their elos because I forget. Whatever, they're around 400 elo, which is on the lower side. And we've got Archipelago, okay? Now, Archipelago can sometimes generate more like islands, where you're on your own island and you have to then transport or travel to the opponent's island. This generation, they're on the same island. It is connected here, okay? And yes, haha, funny. Hey, look, guys, there's neutral islands. Oh my God. When are you guys going to stop making those jokes, huh? All right, it's not funny anymore. Blue has already started off quite interestingly and probably saw there was water. And is probably a faithful viewer of mine and said, T90's been telling people to dock all the time. Well, Blue, you have docked. Well done. However, you don't have wood for anything now. So Blue went a little early there with the dock. Has 3 villagers currently on this tree, getting rid of that tree, and then has his villager on the goat, getting some food. In the red, this is looking better for Hugo. Honestly, Hugo with 6-ish on food underneath the town center, and also place some houses, and it's just going to save that wood for later, maybe for a mill or a lumber camp. That said, say what you want about Blue's start. Blue is actually making a fishing ship. I thought, I was worried that Blue wouldn't be able to make fishing ships, and then it's like, wow, you made the dock, and then you didn't get any fish. But no, Blue's all over it. We'll get at least one fishing ship out of the dock, so that's exciting. And that fishing ship will continue to fish here for the foreseeable future, and Blue won't really have to stress out about it either. It should just continue to work. Now, I am wondering what the scouting situation is going to be like, right? Because they're connected to each other. And I believe that Ibuka, I don't know how to say this person's name, but I believe that Blue is auto-scouting at the moment. And Auto Scout always gravitates towards the right corner. This horse is not Jesus, so it can't walk on water. So it will probably end up scouting very close to Red's shoreline and then could run right into Red's TC. Yeah, like Blue needs wood for houses now. Blue didn't have what you can consider a standard start with multiple houses. So let's hope that Blue realizes that. And very fair observation. I do think that Blue has more wood on his side of the map. Yes. However, that wood is not being spent at the moment. And I'm hoping Blue notices. Because if you're new enough, you might not feel the anxiety that us regular Age of Empires people feel when there is a... when you get housed. Okay, there we go. Gotta love it though, right? Like, you know, mid-elo or even lower elo players that are more experienced are just like, oh yeah, I need a house immediately. Oh yeah, I understand how this game works. Blue's like, no. Oh, 3 minutes later, I need a house. All right, 3.5 minutes of TC idle time for Blue, but Blue is making fishing ships, which is pretty crazy for this elo. I wouldn't expect it. What I would have expected is something more along the lines of what Red is doing. Or Red might see the water, but Red's like, I don't know what to do with that. So. And what a weird spot for the gold. So you get 2 big piles of gold on this map. Can you imagine if there was a castle drop here? Say goodbye to your golds. Red has quite a few villagers on the berries at the moment. Looks like they're all trying to share the same bush. These villagers here are going to chop wood. And we have 3 fishing ships for Blue, who's back to producing villagers. And it's a fairly close game at the moment. And it's a very relaxed game. I'm curious if that will change here. Comes the scout. Just passing. It's just an auto scout. No need to be alarmed. And there it goes. And Red does not show any sign of reacting there. I think this is actual manual scout from Red. Okay, auto scout underneath the TC. Auto scout by the berries. And yeah, the scout has pretty much seen everything on red's side of things. Man, even the stones there could be so awkward for red. If this was a high-level game, I would say that it's pretty unfair map gen for red, and red would have to lock it down. All right, so remember that villager that made the houses? Well, she's still standing there, so she hasn't worked in a while. She's blending in. Her skirt kind of looks like the curtains here on the houses, so that's pretty smart way of getting out of work. Might need to change the dress code. We haven't had a single boar brought in yet, guys. That's when you know you've definitely gotten down to the lower elos, when no boars are being collected. Okay, that villager was going to go to gold there. Make the mining camp here. You know you want to, red. Yeah! Yeah! I knew it. Red said, wait a second. How many times can I make a mining camp that works for both golds? That's a solid mining camp. I mean, normally the mining camp between multiple golds, I question efficiency. But that's when the golds are a bit further apart. Like if these were both, like if there was a mining camp here, I would question it more because they have to walk a pretty long distance. But this is fine. We will have a barracks now for red, who's at 16 eco. And then blue has brought in 200 food plus, like, let's say 100 food here, plus even more. So blue's doing great with the fish. Blue is going to mine some stone, and it is cheaper for the Italians to actually click up to the next stage. I don't know if blue knows that, though. So, like, blue could do so now, but blue might be thinking that 500 food is needed to go feudal age, because that's what other civs would have to do. I'm going to give blue the benefit of the doubt and think that that's what blue... I think that that's the reason we've had delays here. Because that's a fairly specific number. I don't know if blue plays Italians all the time. Okay, now blue, you have the resources to go feudal. You also got a notification your opponent's in feudal. Okay. Still not in any rush. Okay. Here comes Red Scout. Whoa! He's flexing on him. He's like, yeah, I'm in your base. What are you going to do about it? Oh, thank God they never fixed that bug, man. That's one of those things that needs to stay in the game forever. That was hilarious. Oh, jeez. All right. Supplies on the other side now for Hugo. And that will make the cost of the militia line cheaper, but there's really not a lot of resources for red right now. Red is really at the limit. A boar or two would have been very helpful. And hey, blue is now on the way to the next stage. Blue's going to walk over here and just take some deer. So chill, man. It's so chill. Love this. Also, this villager's still there, so... who's the laziest female you know? Guys, like, what's the name of the laziest female you've ever met? Don't give me full names, okay? We don't need you guys to call these people out on the internet. Just, like, the laziest first name that you can think of. I'll see if it fits for her, because she... Your mom? Huh! Funny. Karen... no, the Karen's... I wouldn't consider this a Karen. You know, Karen's more like the, complaining to the supervisor at the local grocery store because the banana was slightly bruised or something. Vivian. Oh, yeah, that's totally Vivian. I can see it. Vivian, get with it. It's actually harder to see her now because the house has got bigger. Oh, Vivian. Oh, it's almost like we say your name and you suddenly are good for something. All right, there she goes. Vivian's going to build the market. What is Red doing? Red is going to... Ooh, so Red has scouted pretty much the whole island. Red has determined that there is a choke point between them, and Red is now going to wall the choke point. That is a very smart, strategical move from Red. However, if blue makes any army, blue could obviously deny that. Do not think blue is actually going to make army, though, if I had to guess. Red now is going to make a dock. This is what happens more often than not, I feel like, at lower elo, where players will dock later on in the game and add fish, because they don't want to deviate from the start they're used to and do it in Dark Age. And I think, again, it's a question of, does blue know... Wait, where's Vivian at? Oh, is she working now? Dang, she got a job. We called her out and she's working. I don't know if blue knows that Castle Age is cheaper for the Italians. I think after this food comes in, I think then you can afford it with the Italians. Oh, shoot, I thought there was more food there. What is it, like 670 food, I think? And like 180 gold or something? Anyways, it could happen. This is blue's perspective. And here comes red to wall up. And blue is on the way to Castle Age. Has villagers on stone, so might be thinking about a castle. Also has the scout behind enemy lines. Both players have auto-scouted the entire island, and then the scouts have just stopped on the other side. I like how red made a gate, because otherwise these villagers would be trapped. Yeah, blue is... Oh, wow, the villagers are actually hidden there. Blue has not really shown me any signs, though, that blue is aware that those walls are there. And this is smart, too, because you can... From red's position, you can run to go attack the enemy, but they can't turn around to go attack you. Vivian went to the market. Yeah, she did. I think she's on the wood line now. We'll keep an eye on her. Someone's going to have to build houses soon. And, all right, looks like it's going to be this guy. I can just see a world where blue tries to make more houses here, and then the villager gets trapped in the middle of them. Oh, shoot. Oh, wow, we have a tower. Red is actually building the tower through the wall. What is that? That's a bug. And it took blue some time to realize this. This tower is likely going to go up here, guys. It would definitely go up if red just kept clicking. But yeah, this is not going to be enough army, and that's going to be a really strong position for red. Oh! Okay, the army's going to loop around to come help, and red can't realize that the tower could be forced down, so for now it's actually denied. And the man-at-arms are going to be here to save the day. Also, we do have a galley from blue, and another galley's on the way. Here comes red through the gate now. And red, I think, is thinking, how do I counter archers? But actually, that's enough man-at-arms to deal with this, I think. With no micro, I think it should be... Okay, never mind. Blue micros, red wasn't exactly on par with where things needed to be there. Also, look at the eco count. Holy crap. Red has been producing a lot of villagers, it seems. But is also still in feudal age. Making men-at-arms. So, that could definitely be a problem. And now red's like, well, no, man. Ah. Oh, wait a second. Important moment, guys. Because I think red has realized that this could maybe be sneaked up. Snuck up. Snucked it up. And yep, it goes up. Great play from red. Now the tower completes. And now red can breathe and blue deletes the archer range. Wait. Yes! That was my guess. Great job from blue. Blue says, hey, I'll show you how to beat that strategy, fool. You tower me, I castle you. How do you like it? Oh, God, please actually complete this. Well, good job from blue to research loom, because otherwise the villagers would slowly get picked off. And now red sees this. And this might decide the game, this moment here, because red has enough army coming in where I could see this possibly getting denied, but red has to have the experience to know that you have to fight the army first. Because, at least I think so, because if you don't fight the army first, you might kill a couple villagers, but all your army just gets sacrificed, and blue will eventually finish this anyways. So let's see if red focuses the vills or not. Because that's not the biggest army ever, right? If you could focus down that army, then you could eventually deny the castle and get all the vills. Now, blue's obviously losing a lot here, and these units are now going to turn around and attack the army. This is what I'm talking about, right? Like, had he done that right away, it would have maybe been different. There's one weak villager there, though, and we'll see if he'll survive. He's trapped in there. He can't escape. And it's denied for now. It's at 74%. Blue is going to drop off stone with these two and send over more vills. Drop off the gold, send over more. Okay. Red is on the way to Castle Age. Blue has not given up like a lot of players might have. Also, we have War Galley here. And that will destroy the dock. It already destroyed the fishing ships. And it will kill villagers, too. Though Blue, I think, has clicked the dock. So that'll be its next target. And yeah, Castle's going to go up. Like, Blue's been extremely stressed. Blue says, maybe we should make more vills. And is going to do that now. And there goes villager for a blacksmith. Castle goes up. The tower will get shot down. The wall could be shot down. And Blue can make archers out of that castle, which is a very good choice against what Red is making. I don't really know if they have, like, the greatest awareness on what units are good or not. But we'll see. Lack of economy for Blue is a little worrying, but the fishing ships have definitely had value because Blue hasn't had to look at that. That's why I always suggest it. Red is actually docking back here, which makes me think that Red is going to look through and see what options are available to try and deal with this. And maybe what Red will want to do is drop a castle here, right in front of the stones. Okay. Very relaxed, low elo game. But we have Genoese crossbowmen, and we have fletching now on the way. And Blue is angry. And Blue is about to break through the wall. And Red now hits Castle Age. Ooh, this is so stressful. Red is making Navy, by the way. In the back dock. So might eventually be able to deal with that. Red, you do not want to fight underneath the castle fire. I can guarantee you that. Okay. Yeah, Blue is going to love this. And Red realizes that's a mistake. Great awareness from Blue. You can tell Blue's not making any villagers because the focus on the army's perfect. Same with Red, to be honest. Oh, man. Man-at-arms are not very good against archers. So what are we going to do? We're going to make more man-at-arms. Must not have enough of them. Is there a market here? Oh, there's no market, so he can't buy the stone. And Red resigns. No! I actually think there was a chance there for Red. Now, it all depended on what Blue did. But Red just felt like, well, I can't deal with this, and I'm going to resign. But truthfully, I would have liked to have seen more of a fight there from Red. I mean, you're very close to dropping a castle. Your opponent lost, like, 6 villagers building the castle, and Blue is at 15 villagers after completing it. So, like, Blue put up a fight after losing villagers making a castle. Maybe you could actually try to make a castle and see if you can complete it, right? Now, Red doesn't know what we know. You know, I think from Red's perspective, Red looks at this and is really intimidated and says, oh my God, this person's experienced and I'm not. Why don't I go watch a T90 video instead of playing? Because this is tough. But still, I'm happy Blue won, let's just put it that way, because Blue had a little bit more fight. And Blue was the lower elo player too, so that's pretty freaking cool. But yeah, I mean, the Navy could come out soon and could take out this Navy problem you're having. We don't know if Blue's actually going to push forward. You could scramble down a castle somewhere, maybe next to your golds, maybe next to your stones. The possibilities were there, but we could just assume that maybe Red knew that Blue is an experienced Genoese crossbowman player and would have denied any possible castle. Red actually collected 3,000 more resources in that game, but when we saw the map generation, we saw the positioning, we knew it could be a position game because they shared the island, and that's the scary thing about Archipelago. You don't know if you're going to be on separate islands or if you're going to be sharing everything with your ally, or enemy, sorry. GG. I love the APM. the APM spike all of a sudden here at the end. It's just like probably when they're just clicking their army around a bunch of times, whereas here it's all more relaxed.